Here we go. We are taking notes. This is NS, which stands for number sense. Number 15. Adding integers with the same sign. Ready? So you're going to follow along and fill in as I tell you what falls in the blank. So first thing you need to remember is when you're adding integers of the same sign, you need to add the absolute value. Remember, absolute value means how many jumps from 0. Okay, so it's never a negative number. You're going to add the absolute values of the integers. You're going to use the same sign for the sum. So here's an example. -5 minus 3. That is the same thing as -5 plus -3. Okay, we can put that negative with the 3. Now we just add them together. They're both negative now, so we keep the negative sign, and then 5 plus 3 is 8, and that's our final answer. That makes it super easy. All right, so let's look at this now. Counters. Remember, positive or negative plus a negative equals negative. And a positive plus a positive equals a positive. You keep the same sign. So if you use counters, whether you draw them yourself or you actually have the little coins with you, if you've got 4 positives and 3 positives, see, they both are positive numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 positives, and then 1, 2, 3 positives. That's all together going to equal 7 positives. I got 5 negatives and 2 negatives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negatives, and then 2 more negatives. That's going to give us -7. And we've got -8 and -4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 negatives. 2, 3, 4 negatives. That gives us -12. Too easy, right? Thought so. So let's look at this. Again, positive plus positive, positive. Negative plus negative equals, hello, you're going to say it? Thank you. Negative. So let's look at this. We've got 38 and 5. They're both positive. So our answer is going to be positive, which means we do not have to put the plus sign down there. It's given. So 8 and 5 is 13. So we put down the 3 and carry the 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. Final answer. 12 and 15, they're both positive. So that's going to be 7 and 2, positive 27. Got a -20 and a -8. They're both negative, so our answer is negative. 20 and 8 is 28. See, it's not as difficult as you think it is. -14, -6. They're both negative, so we keep the negative, and then you just, 14 and 6 is 20. 13 and 7, they're both positive, positive 20. 9 and 14, they're both negative, so -23. All right? Now let's look at it on a number line. There are many different ways to do this, and I'm showing you lots of different ways of doing this. So if I have a -5 and a -8, the way we've already done it up here, we know that the answer is negative, and that together it's 13, so -13. If I did it on a number line, I would be starting at -5. So this is 0, -1, 2, 3, 4. Here's -5, so I'm going to put a dot right there. That's where I start. And since I'm adding more negatives, I'm going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you have to go 5, 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10, negative 11, negative 12. Look at that. I landed on negative 13. Imagine that. Right? Too easy. And when we're adding negatives, we move to the left. Everything in the class to the left, to the left. Yes. And when you're adding positives, you move to the right. So 7 plus 3 plus 1. Well, here's my 0. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's where I'm going to start.